Every major crisis in American history arrived with the same warning signs. Right before the American Revolution, right before the Civil War, right before the Great Depression and World War II. Division, distrust, institutional collapse. If those words feel uncomfortably familiar, stay with me, because history says what comes next matters more than anything that came before. Historian and demographer Neil Howe argues that societies move through 4 repeating eras, what he calls turnings, each lasting roughly 20 years. Together, they form a cycle that has shaped history for centuries. The first turning follows a great crisis. Institutions are strong. Society is unified. In the United States, this appeared after 1776, as the Constitution took hold, after the Civil War, as the nation stabilized, and after World War II, from 1946 through the early 1960s, when trust in government and the American dream peaked. Then comes the second turning, a cultural awakening. A generation raised in stability begins to challenge it. We saw this in the 1820s and 1840s before the Civil War. During the progressive era at the turn of the 20th century, and most famously in the 1960s and 70s, with civil rights, protest, and social revolution. Next is the third turning, the unraveling. Institutions weaken, individualism rises, trust erodes. This defined the 1850s, just before the Civil War, the Roaring Twenties, before the Great Depression, and the period from the 1980s through 2008, an era of deregulation and greed is good. Then comes the fourth turning, the crisis. And according to Howe, we entered our current fourth turning around 2008. Financial collapse, political polarization, pandemic, war. History tells us this is the most dangerous phase of the cycle, but it's also the most decisive. Fourth turnings don't end in comfort. They end in choices. Choices that determine whether what comes next is renewal or ruin. The cycle will turn again. The only question is what we build when it does.